The show can't start until we crack open a bottle of Revelton. Whether it's their crisp, clean vodka, the bold spice of their rye whiskey, the rich smoothness of bourbon, or the original honey whiskey that started it all, every pour is a taste of craft and passion straight from the heart of Iowa. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and get ready to relax, laugh, and enjoy the show.
Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Red and gold on the edge of the sky, feel the rumble, hear the battle cry. Out in Ames where the storms ignite, we don't back down, we rise and fight. Jack Tristate's name, yeah, it echoes strong. A story of honor still marches on. Through the rain, through the pain, through the fire we roar, cause we were built to thrive in the eye of the storm. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd roar. Cyclone power, can't take no more. Legends rise, this is our norm. We stand tall in the eye of the storm. There's a cyclone blowing on the outskirts tonight. Jack Trice shakes when the team takes flight. Milton's rocking, hear the magic call. We rise together, we'll never fall.
In the side of the storm, where we talk all things Cyclones. We are live from the AKC Marketing Studio with Andrew Downs and sponsored by Revelton Distilling Company out of Osceola, Iowa, and Iowa Beach Steakhouse here in Des Moines. I'm Dave Larson here with my Storm Team partners in Cyclone Grace. In person, Mr. Vintage, Frank Curvey, and the legend, Marcus Pfizer. Good evening, guys, or good day, guys. How are you?
Alive and well, man. Alive and well.
Doing good. What's up, fellas?
And Marcus, I can't say you look fantastic in that Cyclone scripted shirt. Way to go.
Courtesy of the football team.
Courtesy of the football team.
That's where your heart is.
So we are live here, and we're invited back by the 1858 Fan Club. So we are here at game day out at Merle Hay Mall, enjoying some pregame festivities before we go to the tip-off against Cincinnati, at Cincinnati for the men's game, which is going to be broadcast on the Peacock Network for those of you who are watching from home. Will be a little bit of a shorter show today. Brent, you probably missed it, but did you hear about the guy that ate 71 hot dogs and over a course of a week? That's all he could eat was hot dogs.
Insane. Glizzy Goblin is what that guy is.
It was astonishing. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch our last show that was on Sunday night. A guy had lost a fantasy football league challenge, and the repercussions for losing and being last place was to eat 71 hot dogs over the course of a week, or just over the course of his meals. I guess suppose he could have eaten all 71 at once like Joey Chestnut. What's the number of kolaches you could possibly eat before you say, enough, I got to eat something else?
I mean, kolaches I can eat all day. But
morning, noon, and night snacks?
Yeah, I would.
For how long?
Yeah, I mean, I did it for about, 7 years straight.
So trying different recipes, seeing what it tastes good.
You test everything out. But I mean, in one day, one sitting, I think after 4, I probably wouldn't want to move for a little while. So I think 4 is my number for a sitting, and then I'll have to reload and come back and
all right.
4 or 5.
All right, fair enough. So I think that's their next challenge is number of kolaches, like for a period of time. I could see that being the next. Although that's not really much of a punishment, is it?
No, it's not. No. I'd take that challenge. That'd be all right.
Of course. So Cyclone men's basketball team, they play today at 1 o'clock against Cincinnati. Lost a game that really – they got blown out, let's face it, against Kansas down at the Fog Allen. Worst game for us, probably the best game of the season for KU. Dropped to 16-1. Turnover, shooting, defense, you name it, all phases of the game. Jefferson was 4 for 14 from the field. Taman wasn't much better, 4 for 15, 10 points.
Wow.
Chilovich shot just 9 shots, had foul trouble, 3 for 9 for 11 points. As a team, we shot 37%. Kansas, meanwhile, shot 50% from the field. They were lights out. Marcus, what were some of the things that you saw out of that game?
Saw a lot. I saw a lot.
Guys, he's got great analysis. I saw
a lot in remembrance of how tough it is to play there. As we go back and forth in our group chat, I say, I'm a fan now, but I'm also quote this quasi analyst, but I'm also a realist, and I knew this was going to be a tough game. I just knew it was going to be a tough game. I'm not trying to put the earners on the refs, but I said the refs are going to make it extremely hard for us to get that win down there. Us being 16-0, number 2 in the nation, coming into Lawrence, Kansas, it was a lot on the line for them, and they came out. Nothing to take away from them. They came out and performed. I think how bad our guys shot, tells a little bit about how tough it is to win down there in that environment. Just a terrible game overall. We spoke about not knowing if we needed that loss or anything like that, or if, we wanted to remain undefeated, but I just knew it was going to be a hard game. So that one that I'm putting much into, it is the University of Kansas. We know their history and everything that they have behind them. So it's a game that we lost, got it under our belt, and now we're facing Cincinnati, and now it's time to, right the ship.
Well, and it's been, nearly 50 years since the last college basketball team went undefeated. So realistically, we were not expecting us to go undefeated. Now, according to ESPN, this is the first time, though, that this is the largest loss by a team that was 16-0 since 1972. I found that rather peculiar. That was a Marquette loss to Detroit. They lost by 21. So I would say replicated that with the loss against Kansas the other night. I think that as we move forward into this, Killian Torrey was one that shot. He didn't shoot a lot of shots either, scored just 2 points. Are we starting to see a little bit of fatigue start to set in with the young freshman?
Possibly. But at the same time, it was against the University of Kansas, and it was on the road for a formidable foe that's going to bring it night in and night out. And then playing against the number 2 team in the nation with the Iowa State Cyclones, everyone was going to be, on their A game. So it could be a little bit of that. We won't be able to tell until, hopefully you don't put together a string of games like this. But, playing at University of Kansas, I remember my first game was against Paul Pierce and Ray Florence and, Scott Pollard and those guys. So it definitely wasn't a fun time for me either. So understanding it, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get them next time around.
Again, we are live out here at Game Day at Merle Hay Mall in anticipation of the 1 o'clock tip-off against Cincinnati. Crowd's still filing in for the 1858 Fan Club pregame. And so we invite everyone, if you're close by, to stop in and meet Brent and Chris. Myself, we'll be here. In fact, my daughter decided to come, and your son decided to come, Brent. That's kind of cool to see. Is this the first time that he's seen Dad live in action?
No, he's always in the background at home. So anytime we shoot a live, he'll kind of pop his head in and hide off a camera. So we'll make sure he's away from the So he
sounds like Linda.
He knows the drill. He's sitting over there very close. Well, he's probably feeding himself. So he's great food out here as well. Marcus, we talk a lot about the comparison between this team and your 2000 team. I went back and looked at some of the scores, and you guys suffered a similar loss at Colorado, although that was a overtime loss in February, and you had a January loss that was double overtime against Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Can you draw some comparisons with what you guys went through as a team and maybe with this team, what we might expect out of today's game against Cincinnati?
Well, yeah, we were, one of the top, if not the top team in the league during that time in the Big 12. And, going on the road is always hard, especially playing against, Oklahoma or, Colorado, even a Cincinnati or a Kansas on the road. So it's just that time of the year where things are starting to get tough. We're we're in the longer part of the season or the middle part of the season where if there's any kind of ailments or bang up that the guys have, you really don't know about because you really don't want to talk about it too much. But it starts to show. It kind of reminds me the midway part of the NFL season where, he was like, man, these teams start off hot. What happened? And then you go through a lot of different things, a lot of different pains and stuff that you're trying to fight through to prepare for, the postseason and the rest of the year. So it's just one of those things. I know that, TJ is going to have them ready to go. I know for the players and being the athlete, that loss is a real sour taste in their mouth. But at the same time, we're not going to overlook any team in this conference. I looked at the standings the other day, and I think there's one team in the conference that's not over 500. And when you think about that of 16 teams, it doesn't matter if you're 16-0 or you're 9-8. I forget who's the last place teams or whatever. It doesn't matter. In this league, things can turn around. You can get hot, or you can stall out, which we hope we don't do. It's just that period where the stars have to come out and play like stars.
Brent, what are some of your expectations heading into this game? What would you like to see in terms of play, score out of today's game against Cincinnati?
I mean, just establishing some sort of rhythm. I mean, the reality is, like Marcus said, it's tough to play in the fog as is, but anytime you play a team like that on their home court, it's like you got to win by 15 to win by 1, right? Yeah. So it's just tough to beat if you're playing the refs too. So they'll bounce back. I think if anything today, find some rhythm. Guys just get back to playing the ball that they were playing before and actually hitting some shots. I think that's that was a big issue for us down there, but the lid was kind of closed last week. So I think they'll find some rhythm there and turn this thing back around.
And is there a cooler name in all of college basketball than Jizzy James?
Then what is it?
Jizzy James.
Jizzy, that's interesting. Jizzy that's kind of cool.
His dad is Edrin James, who played for the Colts.
I know, but I love the name Jizzy James. Yeah. It just rolls off the tongue.
I don't know, man. That's
is he Jizzy or Jizzle?
Or Jizzle. I think it's Jizzle.
Is he Jizzy? Jizzle?
I think it's Jizzle.
I'll look. I'm the producer today.
I think it's Jizzle. Something tells me we're now going to be a clip there because we can't figure out Jizzy Jizzle. Yeah, I think it is Jizzle James.
It's Jizzle.
Yeah, it's Jizzle. We call him.
Yeah, nicknames are funny. Nickname was funny. Jamal Tinsley's nickname was Mel, and everyone was calling him Maul. He was like, where did Mel come from? And he was like, that's what my mom started calling me, so that's his nickname.
The one thing that kind of bothered me about the Kansas game, forget the score, because I think that this is going to happen, right? You're going to play good quality teams. Kansas played their best game of the year, and we played by far our worst game.
Oh, it was brutal.
Really, we got within 11 points, and I thought, we're going to make a comeback here, and it just never happened. But that one camera angle, this is a big game on ESPN on a Tuesday night. There is no bigger game of the week, and we see one camera for 3/4 of the game. Did that just drive you nuts watching from home as it did me?
Just wish I was playing 2K and I could adjust it. I don't want this one. I want the other one. Yeah, that's terrible coverage, but hey, whatever to make us look bad, it is what it is.
It happened. So I want to take a quick break. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor. We're going to come back. I want to touch a little bit of college football and just touch briefly on the transfer portal. So we'll come back here in a moment.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa-born, Iowa-aged, Iowa-bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
In the heart of Des Moines, one name has stood above the rest: Iowa Beef Steakhouse. Step inside, and you enter a place where tradition still matters, where the atmosphere feels familiar, warm, and unmistakably Iowa. Service isn't rushed. It's personal, attentive, and rooted in genuine care. And before the main event, the freshest start in the city, our signature salad bar, crafted every single day. Then comes the reason people have returned for generations. Iowa beef, hand-seasoned with pride. Guided by flame, forged by heat. This is where flavor becomes legend. Served with the same care it was crafted with. A meal meant to be remembered. And whether the night calls for bold, smooth, or something in between, our bar offers a selection as rich as our history, including the old-fashioned we've become known for. Balanced, timeless, unforgettable. And long after the fire cools, the glow of this place stays with you. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa, where
Nice music there. So we are back, Side of the Storm. We are live out here at Game Day, which is out of Merle Mall. We're live, and I've got Brent sitting next to me, and we're so fortunate to have such great sponsors. I know we are here enjoying the Revelton Spirits as well, of course we've got the thank you, and of course we have the Iowa Beef Steakhouse and Style by JJ, who I failed to mention on the onset. Of course, we brought the AKC Marketing Studio remote today to be here, and we have a new sponsor, Chris, by the name of Naked Dave's. This is not Naked Me.
Yeah, that's right. No.
It's Naked Dave Spices.
Yeah, Naked Dave Seasoning. You can find his seasoning, his barbecue rub, his steak rub, and he's got a barbecue sauce right now, and you can order that online at Wolf Meat Company. You can Google them, and then they have a Naked Dave seasoning section there. Or your local Hy-Vees in Des Moines are carrying Naked Dave. So we're hoping to get them. If you don't see them, if you go to your grocery store and you don't see them, ask them. They'll get them for you. And we're just going to try to help build up Naked Dave and be prepared. Billy and Willie's going to film a commercial tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing there's going to be some nakedness.
Oh, boy. So. Well, if they have the same success that Revelton has had, Naked Dave's is going to be in a very good position a year from now. So that's exciting to see. Welcome aboard, Naked Dave's. So one thing, we have no show tomorrow because we're here today. Instead, I would recommend everyone watch Tracking the Storm at 6 o'clock. Yep. They are bringing on Coach Dan McCarney, your coach.
Oh, my man.
Who's going to be on. So we hope that everyone will listen and watch that.
I got a text from Keith about his appearance. He's been talking to Coach. Quote, I have to find it, but it was, quote, Coach is fired up.
Uh-oh.
So, and this is his first interview after Campbell leaving.
Cannot wait to listen.
It should be interesting with that. And on Thursday night, we are recording an episode with Jeff Hornacek.
Ooh. So great shows coming up with Tracking the Storm.
They're loading up the guests.
Our sister pod. So.
Oh, wow. Jeff.
Yeah.
Marcus and Jeff. And they've been asked to get, at some point, you and Brent, and then at some point Marcus too. They want to bring you guys on. I thought we'd do a cross promotion or something like that. So
that's
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. All
right. So yesterday the portal closed, and I want to ask a quick question, Brent. So a number of players obviously entered the transfer portal. There were Cyclones. Not everyone is going to find a home. What are your thoughts on welcoming back? If a player were to say, "I want to come back," either as a coach or even as a player in that existing locker room that did stay, do you welcome them back with open arms?
I mean, it depends, man. It's almost like giving you 2 weeks notice at a job, right? Giving yourself an opportunity to come back. I think a lot of the players met with the coaches and said, hey, I want to take my chance. But I think if they left the door open, cool, we'll welcome them back. But if they didn't, and they were just like, if I would stay them out, well, yeah, that door is closed. So, and that's the ugly side of the portal, right?
Yeah.
Everybody hears all the great stories about signing here and these kids making all of this money, but there's careers ending in the portal too. Kids are going in expecting to get picked up and are not, and then all of a sudden they're sitting at home with mom for a year, or hoping to come back. And I just watched.
Or they're dropping down a level that they don't want to be at.
But even then, like some of those opportunities aren't there either, because it's tough to go from making $1 million to zero. Like you had to pay for your own cleats, or you get one pair of cleats, for the year, right? So one of my friends sent me a clip of a guy started off at Kentucky, went to another smaller school, maybe an American League or something like that, and now he's at like Weber State. So you talk about the transition. That portal is good for some, but there's a downside of it too. A lot of kids aren't weighing the ups of it all.
Let me ask you this, both you and Marcus and Dave. I've been watching the incoming guys. I mean, obviously we're going to drop off, but he looks like he's building this team from the inside out. He's signed some dogs on the offensive line from some big SEC schools, and then the defensive line he's loading up. We know they're going to the 4-3 now. Like, I feel like he's building that team from the inside out, and I'm kind of optimistic about it.
I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach, man, so he's going to – I think defensively they'll be stout, obviously, once they learn his terminology and the things that he's kind of looking for, but he's going to look for like-minded guys, and that's the hard-nosed, downhill guys, maybe a little smaller, maybe didn't get all the looks, but those are the kids that got more heart than, what looks on the paper, right? So there'll be a lot of studs, man. It'll be a change, but, seeing his success at the other school and, that was a defensive-led team. I was certainly the same way until we find our identity on offense, whatever that, ends up being. With the guys that he's recruited. But, I mean, he's doing it the right way. You got to start interiorly, man. If you don't get it right on the offensive line or the defensive line, it's going to be a long year regardless. So.
I'm really excited to see the Auburn kid that's like 350 pounds, 6'4", 6'5".
Yep.
That excites me.
Yeah.
Now, you got to translate that. Just you're big and doesn't mean you're going to be all world. But, boy, a guy like that, woo. That's exciting.
Yeah. Hey, paper looks good, man. It looks good on paper.
Yep.
I mean, you're talking to a defensive line guy, so when I hear and see guys that have these really big numbers, I look forward to playing them just to help them understand, like, I don't care how tall you are. Like, you got to deal with me every day. For the sake of being a fan, I do look forward to seeing an SEC guy come to the Big 12 and hopefully have a lot of success. And he's with the O-line. I think the O-line coach is Auburn, so he understands him, and that might, work better for him, and it might be an extra leader that they have on that side of the ball.
We're probably gonna hand it out to him in the backfield. How they doing nowadays. I got so many. My player that I had in high school here that plays for the Steelers, Darnell Washington. We never considered him that athletic, even on the basketball court. Now they got him on the football field, and he's lining up everywhere. So. Yeah, what's the kid in Alabama?
He's 6'9", 300 or something like that. He's a big boy. Is he 6'6"?
Yeah,
I thought he was taller than that.
No, he's not taller than me. They really tried to make him. He wasn't taller than me.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
So speaking of college football, obviously the championship game, we forget, is Monday night.
Yeah.
And we've got number 1 Indiana, undefeated Indiana out of the Big Ten against Miami, who – there were questions of whether or not they were even going to get into the playoff, and here they are in the championship game. Who you got, Big Play?
Indiana.
Okay.
Simply because, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I think just it's a home game for Miami, which is great, but just kind of watching Carson Beck from years past and now and watching Mendoza these past couple games, it's night and day.
Yeah.
So I think consistency wins, man, and that Indiana defense isn't nothing to play with either. So I think they find a way, and Indiana brings it home.
What about you, Marcus?
Yeah, I got Indiana. I got my Mendoza jersey loading here in Vegas. He's definitely going to be the number 1 overall pick. So, that guy he's one of those stories. You don't know anything about him. I think they say it was a 1.5-star recruit. He bounced around. he matured, became a man, how a lot of us do, in college, collegiate sports and stuff like that. And he figured it out. And, Indiana got this NIL together, which is the ultimate, equalizer. And here they are. You never would imagine to hear Indiana University in the national championship.
Who?
Right.
Well, basketball.
I read somewhere that Indiana has the biggest alumni base in the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah,
So,
Mark
you
Cuban
figured
and
And then we got Mark Cuban. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So,
Crazy. I'm rooting for Miami just because I'm already I don't want to see another Big Ten team win. I want to see it.
you're a
And,
hater.
it just extends the narrative that the other guys don't count. Like I want to see chaos. I want to see Miami win. And I kind of like Mario Cristobal. Did you know that him and Mendoza's dad played together in Miami?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Mendoza is from Miami. So all kinds of storylines there.
That's right. And then this weekend, obviously, is the NFL playoffs. So we're in the divisional round, and we've got some Cyclones that are playing. So Brock Purdy plays.
Oh, yeah, Cyclone. I thought we were talking about the Bears. I'm sorry.
Brock Purdy plays tonight. And then tomorrow we've got the Texans, Texans that are playing with their Cyclones.
Yep.
So come Monday morning, who do we think is going to be in the AFC and the NFC championship game? So we've got the Bills and the Broncos in the AFC play, and the Texans and the Patriots. And on the NFC side, we see the Seahawks against the 49ers and the Rams against the Bears. I think I know who Shipley's picking. You're at least picking the Bears, but
Yes.
while your mic is turned on, who else you got?
I think San Francisco is going to go up and beat Seattle. I think Sam Darnold's going to wake up tonight and look in the mirror and go, "Oh yeah, I'm Sam Darnold."
Well, there's speculation he was injured.
Yeah,
he had
his
an oblique
obliques
injury
are bad.
or something.
Yeah, so
Something's
I just think that they're limited, right? Like their wide receivers are hurt. They've
but
got some
49ers have
injuries,
nothing. I mean,
but they're playing lights
duct
out right
taped
now.
together.
So I think it's the Bears and the Niners in the championship game.
That'd be fun.
And AFC, I just think it's Buffalo's year. If this isn't the year that Josh Allen can't go to the Super Bowl, I don't know what it is. The path is pretty clear for him.
That's fair.
But didn't he just have some wide receivers that tear the ACL?
Yeah, Shakir's out now too. Like it's going to be a Josh Allen show, but
he has no wide receivers.
And then I want the Texans and the Bills. That's what I want in the championship game.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I agree with both ends of that. So I see the Texans and the Bills from my end. Because Josh Allen this has to be his year. I'm right there with Chip. But, man, 49ers experience coming in clutch there. I think they figured it out. And, the Bears have just been hot, man, finding a way. So I agree with Chip here, guys.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying, man. I know ball.
Marcus,
I know what I'm talking about.
Give us an
My
alternative.
DraftKings balance
I
wouldn't
think
say so, but
I think with the Bills having so many injuries, and I think we're kind of sleeping a little bit on the Broncos. And the Broncos, I think the Broncos are definitely going to pull this one out. Definitely want to see the Texans advance a lot farther with all the Cyclones and everything that's going on. And of course, I'm going to go with the hometown, the Chicago Bears, since
that's
my
right,
Saints aren't
baby.
around. And the Dallas Cowboys is nowhere in sight. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting. So
I was in the Dallas airport. They had all kinds of clearance items over there. They had a bunch of Stephon. They had a bunch of Diggs jerseys on clearance down there.
there's no way. If you're in the airport, that's prime real estate. That's like they're not marking that down for anything.
But you know what would be really fun? To watch a Super Bowl between the Texans and the 49ers and seeing all these Cyclones in the Super Bowl.
That's my second
wonderful.
choice. Yeah, that'd be my second choice.
Okay.
With Mr. Irrelevant running the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all of his former wide receivers on the other side with the Texans. I think that'd be a ton of fun.
He definitely know their game plan.
We got to put a bow on today's show. So, again, we're live here at Game Day. The crowd is really starting to fill in, pretty full. A few spots left on a couple of tables if you want to stop in and place your orders and watch the game with the rest of us. Final predictions, Brent, out of today's game. What you think will happen with the Cyclones and the Bearcats?
Just a dub. I'm not putting a score on it. I just think we find a way to win and bounce back. I mean, honestly, it's not like a bounce back. every team is destined for a game where shots aren't falling. It happens. It's tough to go undefeated regardless. So I think this is just a game. We get back on the winning track.
So you're satisfied if we win by 1 or if we win by 21?
And win is a win.
All right.
It's Big 12 ball now, so it's just a matter of stacking wins right now.
And Marcus, how about you?
I'm definitely looking for a win. Kind of, nervous about this one again too, because Cincinnati does have some athletes, a couple big guys that can rebound the ball and run the floor. So, we tend to struggle a little bit with that. So I definitely can't put a prediction on the number of points that we're going to score. Hopefully, Mommy comes out and just lights that thing up because, hey, we really need him to really shoot the ball. He didn't take enough shots. He's not taking enough shots to me. I mean, as an offensive player, I want him shooting 25 plus. As soon as he touches, just let it go, and we figure out the rest from there. So hopefully we get the dub.
It's like Mike Nurse. That's the Mike Nurse.
If I was getting a double, I would throw it in the crowd trying to get over there to Mike Book over in the corner somewhere because I know he's going to open it up for me or he's going to knock the shot down and he's going to make me look like I'm Josh Jefferson with the passes and stuff. So, hey, let's get the dub.
You need to send that tweet out to Mom and say, "Hey, man, just shoot it."
Yeah, when in doubt, shoot. Otherwise, shoot. Where's my phone?
Right. And shoot some more. Right. Well, I can tell you, there's a bunch of fans that are here at game day at Merle Hay Mall, and I can tell you, I think on behalf of all the other fans, I just want to see the Cyclones come out and just punch the Bearcats in the mouth.
Yes.
I think we've got to get rid of this Kansas game and what we saw, and we want to see the Cyclones that we've been used to seeing the rest of the year that led to the 16-0. And we hope that, we talked a little bit about it last week. Maybe this is an opportunity if we were to lose, a refocus, reset, and the team goes on another streak as we head into Big 12 play, into the middle of the Big 12 play. So
I'll make a bold prediction. They don't lose another game. They go undefeated until Kansas comes in on the 14th.
And I'll be there for that game. And I hope that that's a blowout too.
I do too.
So, all right, that's a wrap. We're going to go ahead and close it down as we steer our attention towards the game that here tips off here shortly with the Cyclones and the Bearcats. Again, it's on the clock, on the Peacock. So if you don't have your subscription, you better get your subscription to it. So you can make sure that you watch it. We want to
sign
say
up for a free trial.
That's right. Do what you can. We want to say thank you again to the 1858 fan club that invited us out to participate as a part of their pregame watch here at Game Day. And again, thanks to our sponsors, Revelton Distilling Company out of Osceola, and again, Iowa Beef Steakhouse, styled by JJ Boutique, and of course, the AKC Marketing Studio with Andrew Downs. We appreciate all your sponsorship and support of Three Beards Media, and of course, our newest sponsor that's coming online with Naked Dave's.
That's right.
And I'm excited to see that commercial come out.
Yeah, if you're out there listening, subscribe to The Side of the Storm on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and their sister show, Tracking the Storm, is out there. You guys got some cards out there.
Now. This is really cool.
Right. You've got some cards out there. You can scan those codes and subscribe to the shots, and we would love to have you.
Chip, you've gone legit. Like these
I'm not playing around
anymore.
These
are nice.
2026, man. We're gonna be all
right. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones, baby.